ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT, 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abutan dito!
GG bro!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best-ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Boxing El General, matibay na dikitan. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal. Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta! Yes! Don't worry! The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan. Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT, 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka.
dito. Di abutan dito! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ha.
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis.
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis.
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Konkreto, kahoy, bakal! Plastic and General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitaan.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now! Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ha.
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ha.
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis.
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito. Di abutan dito! GG bro! Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ha.
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis.
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet. Get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Boxing El General, matibay na dikitan. Konkreto, kahoy, bakal. Plastic El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabaran sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan. Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG, bro! Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet. Get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Boxy, palabangan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan. Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG, bro! Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Konkreto, kahoy, bakal! Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabangan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ng playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ah.
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis.
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ah.
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis.
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis.
Swerte sa akin ng playtime. You're welcome.
This is our TGIF presentation for all of you as we continue with so much more for PlayTime Cares, Filoil EcoOil 18th Preseason Cup. And of course, our 3-game offering for all of you, EAC Generals will take on SBU or San Beda University. And then later on, Adamson will see action laban sa NU, FEU. Of course, laban naman yan sa DLSU. 1 NCAA game, 2 games in the UAAP group. And we'd like to welcome you this particular weekend. Although 4th of July, wala naman tayong sineselebrate pag 4th of July. Benji Santiago, kasama ko rito si Dino Lee. Kung yung mga PhilAm, siguro, happy 4th of July. Yun na lang siguro para sa kanila.
Pero hindi naman sila ata galing US eh.
Yeah, anyways. Baka yung mga relatives kasi nila eh, di ba?
Okay.
So, tatawagan nila yun at babatiin nila ng happy 4th of July. Anyway, ito, tingnan muna natin ang ating team standings. NCAA group tayo, ang EAC nga laban dito sa San Beda. Let's take a look at this, Zino.
Yes, ang EAC natin already secured a quarterfinals berth, and unfortunately for their opponents, yung San Beda University Red Lions, with their loss against CSB a couple of days ago, it pretty much squashed their chances of a quarterfinals berth.
Di naman natin masabi na we're just gonna be going through the flow of the eliminations from the NCAA group. Pero yun nga, actually, tapos na eh. May top 4 na. It's all a matter of these top 4 teams, yung positioning nila when we go into that crossover quarterfinals. And speaking of EAC, that was an escape win laban sa Arellano, who seems to be really peaking up at the right time itong Arellano dito, Dino.
Oo nga eh, with that loss for Arellano, that they were 1-3 and they went on a 5-game winning streak to capture a quarterfinals berth, an unexpected run. And for Emilio Aguinaldo College, ito rin is one of the surprising teams apart from Arellano, and they had an 2-point escape win against the Arellano Chiefs. They had a 12-point lead in that fourth quarter. Humabol yung Arellano, and they were able to squeak that win.
Medyo matagal-tagal na natin hindi nakita in action itong panig nga ng EAC. And of course, Nico Quinal with, siguro baka nakalimutan nyo na kung anong na-contribute niya in that win over Arellano. Ito po yun.
Yes, 15 points on 2 out of 3 from the 3-point, from beyond the arc. And that was a defensive game with both teams committing more than 20 turnovers for the both of them. But Nico Quinal was an offensive bright spot in that game.
Well, we're going to be taking a look right now at San Beda. They came back from Spain. They were actually trying to rush their schedule somehow. But of course, when they met CSB, it was a one-sided game. Maybe forgettable for them, pero I know they learned a lot of things in that previous game.
And that's the problem when a lot of shots of your of CSB started falling, especially in that first quarter, which was a tournament high. 70 points produced by CSB and a total of 102 in that game. The second team to produce 100 points in this preseason. The first for an NCAA team. The other one is the LSU Green Archers.
And slowly but surely, we're taking notice and beginning to actually recognize John T. Miller, a new player para rito sa San Beda, pero it seems like he's showing the way.
Yeah, he was the lone bright spot offensively for San Beda, but I do believe based on the drills that they were doing, defensively it's something that they want to work on, especially with the amount of points they gave up against the St. Benil Blazers.
Now let's take a look at our two players that will be involved in our matchup for this particular game. Our first game for today, we're talking about Wilmar Oftana, their #1 player para sa EAC, is their leading scorer, and he's matched up against Jomel Puno. Now I don't know how they're going to be bouncing back after that really devastating one-sided game laban nga dun sa kanilang previous game. Si Jomel Puno, I know he's got a lot of making up to do coming into this one.
Yes, most definitely. These two guys are does a lot of things, not just inside but also on the outside offensively. Itong si William Otana at Jomel Puno, they can make outside shots and they can also drive it inside. So it will be an interesting matchup as EAC and San Beda tip things off in this Friday.
In the meantime, we're just going to be taking a break, and we'll have the action for you when we come back.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PlayTime Filoil Center here in continuation of the PlayTime Cares 18th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup, presented by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. This is game number 56 in our NCAA group, between the EAC Generals versus the San Beda Red Lions. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the EAC Generals. Point guard number 77, Felix Villarente. Shooting guard number 8, EJ Castillo. At small forward number 81, Jude Bagay. Power forward number 91, Wilmar of Tana. And at center number 12, Jacob Shanota. Coaching the EAC Generals is Noy Catalan. And now let us meet the starters for the San Beda Red Lions. Point guard number 12, Nigel Gonzalez. Shooting guard number 11, Janty Miller. At small forward number 2, Miles Coldora. Power forward number 15, Zed Etulie. And at center number 21, Yuken Andrada. Head coach for the San Beda Red Lions is Yuri Escueta. Our officials for this game, crew chief Hector Villanueva, umpire 1 Harry Santos, and umpire 2.
And taking a look at our starters here, Felix Villarente, EJ Castillo, Jacob Shanoda, Jude Bagay, Wilmar of Tana. That's for the Generals. The Red Lions of Nigel Gonzalez, John T. Miller, Yuki Andrada, Max Cultura, and Zed Etulia. And once again, Benji Santiago alongside with Dino Lee as we get things going for our schedule for today. This is a Friday. Yeah, that's right. A little sigh of relief for much of the people who actually was seeing it as a really long week. Anyway, we're here to provide you with basketball entertainment. The PlayTime Cares Filoil EcoOil 18th Preseason Cup, where it all begins. And ito pa, nagsimula na. Let's see, John T. Miller. Walang naibuslo in their first possession. Itong Emilio Aguinaldo College. And underneath, nagawang kagad na paraan ni Zed Etulie rito, Dino.
Yes, that's an important basket for San Beda because of how they, the results of that last game against CSB. You want to have a good start, especially with this surprising team in the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, nothing there, but they managed to get an offensive rebound, and there's going to be a foul here, or just a tap out. That's a nice clean block by John T. Miller. EAC looking for a foul. There's the first basket. And Wilmar of Tana, medyo nag-i-struggle to si Wilmar of Tana, mga 2 games na eh. And he's got to show up somehow.
Well, he actually didn't play in their last game against Arellano, itong si Wilmar of Tana. But I'm sure he will, he's looking to bounce back from those off games.
Sabi nga natin, it's not necessarily na no bearing ito eh. Dahil meron na tayong top 4 already who have qualified for the next round. It's all a matter of positioning. So Wilmar of Tana's presence para rito sa EAC being their #1 go-to guy is really got to play a little better right now.
Well, quarterfinals positioning-wise, wala nang bearing itong laro na to. But for both of these teams, for EAC in particular, you want to have a better position heading into the quarterfinals because nakadepende yun kung sino yung makakalaban mo sa UAAP group. For San Beda, although they're eliminated, obviously, you don't want to lose your last 3 games to end this tournament because if we all know itong San Beda, they are a team that is usually have a much higher number of wins than losses. So, we're not used to them being at 2-4 right now.
Ayan. Hindi po kami nag-aaway ni Dino, ha? We're just trying to have our voices overcome. Etong dalawang teams may dalawang banda. Pareho sila. Grabe. Parang may battle of the bands na nangyayari dito sa ating venue.
Akalata nila nagkakaraoke tayo dito eh.
And itong mga free throws na ito brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Nakasabi nila magkagalit tayo, nag-aaway na tayo, nagsisigawan tayo eh. Ayun, tumahimik. Sandali.
Kung kailan wala na tayo sinasabi, doon sila tumahimik eh.
Benny Estacio will replace Nigel Gonzalez on the floor for the Red Lions. 5-all is our count here in the first quarter. John T. Miller. Ito yung pinapractice si John T. Miller, yung shots from the outside.
Well, pag beyond the arc, John T. Miller hasn't been that efficient. He had a game where he was 1 out of 11 from the three. From the three, so that's something that he really needs to work on to be a more well-rounded offensive player.
They call a foul. John T. Miller claiming it could have been a held ball. Taking a look at this three-pointer brought to us by Jangnan Hotpot ba? Jangnan na. Yuki Andrada delivers long distance. San Beda up by 3 right now. Jumper, EJ Castillo getting himself on the board. Well, actually, that's already his second basket. He's got 4.
He's had glimpses of brilliance itong si EJ Castillo after an outstanding NCAA Season 100 for the juniors of the Generals.
Another long distance shot, this time it's short. That was from the corner. As they try to hit it, Yuki Andrada. Oh, nobody home. Jude Bagay capitalizing, left alone underneath. Sino ba tao niya? Si John T. Miller? Naiwanan niya?
Well, he was in a better position on that possession. Itong si Jude Bagay.
John T. Miller, shot clock 10. Oh, he throws a bad pass. And let's see in transition. Now, pakailaman, Benny Estacio breaking up the play, coming up with a steal. San Beda right now. A little problem controlling that basketball. And he's called for traveling. Ito si Zed Tulye.
When was the last time we've seen a San Beda team losing by 30 points in a game?
I know.
Usually they're the ones bullying and beating teams by double digits.
Well, there are those days like that there. I can't say that San Beda played bad. It's just that St. Benil really played excellently. And that was just the other day, last Wednesday, as John T. Miller. Sabi nga natin kanina at the top of the coverage, humahabol sa schedule nila ito San Beda. And then, of course, losing that opportunity to move on to the next round. So, it's just completion na lang of the schedule.
Coming back from Malaga, Spain, wherein they had a 2-week training camp, learning from the Spanish national team coaches.
That's right, diba?
Oo, hindi naman basta-basta lang yun. Coming back, they had to play 7 games in 17 days. And counting this game, they've already played 5 games in 12 days. Tapos may dalawa pa sila after this one.
Well, a decent finish is exactly what they just want to happen for them in their campaign here for this 18th Preseason Cup. 11-10, it's EAC on top by 1. Long distance shot, that's an air ball. And here comes San Beda once again. John T. Miller. Estacio. 10-second shot clock to work on. John T. Miller. That's off. And Wilmar Oftana controls the rebound. His first rebound here in this particular game. Somebody's down over underneath para si Jacob Shanoda. Where he picks himself up. Walang pito eh. You don't have to stop. Wilmar Oftana trying to create something underneath. He's fouled.
Well, in that prior possession, he missed a a 3. But right now, itong si Wilmar Oftana not taking any chances, imposing his will in getting to the basket and drawing a foul.
Jello Loristo will check in para sa Emilio Aguinaldo College. The Generals up by 1. Wilmar Oftana missing on his first free throw. I mean, this guy is averaging 9.2 points per ball game. It could have been bigger. Medyo may mga absent lang siya sa ibang laro nila. Wow, San Beda was able to get a good save. Yun nga lang. A little too careless that time around. And San Beda in controlling the basketball. Wilmar Oftana can't penetrate. Going for the reset. Let's see, a foul is going to be called here. Penny Estacio.
Well, he had an advantage doon si Jude Bagay posting up Penny Estacio.
No more fouls to give for San Beda. EAC only 1 foul. Quick baseline jumper, it bounced out. Jomel Puno, chance for San Beda to take the lead once again. The double teaming defense of EAC, you gotta move that ball. Penny Estacio lets it fly short. Oftana crosses the midcourt line. Kylo Chavo is in the ball game for the Generals. An open look and now knock it down. 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. Ang EAC Generals. And let's see. Wilmar Oftana commits a loose ball foul. Brian Angeles papasok, we'll see action para rito sa EAC.
14 seconds to shoot.
Kasama sina Omandak. Estacio. Under 10 seconds. Shot clock na San Beda. Foul is going to be called on JC Bonsalida underneath. Uy, penalty na nga pala sila. Oo.
Well, pushing off on that rebound, itong si Bonzalida. Si Ochavo ba yung tinulak niya doon? Parang si Ochavo eh.
Yun nga ang pinagtataka. Kaya siguro natawagan eh. You have the height advantage. Nanula ka pa. Maliit na nga yung kalaban mo doon, di ba?
And Ochavo, he might not be the tallest of players on the floor, but we all know the hustle in his game.
He is their number 2 guy when it comes to assists, behind Joshua Tolentino.
And what's interesting with this EAC Generals team is nobody is averaging double digits when it comes to scoring. So you know, in their 6 wins, it's been a collective effort on the Gerson Cabiltes' players. And yun naman ang sinasabi niya, we don't have stars that other teams have, but we have players that are willing to play for each other.
And by the way, in this particular ball game, wala si Coach Gerson Cabiltes, ha? Nandiyan na ba?
Nandiyan na.
Nandiyan na.
Yung nakaputi sa bench ng EAC.
Medyo na late. Kasi kanina ang in-introduce si Noy Catalan eh. Anyway, 13-10. Lamang ang EAC. Here they come once again. Kylo Chavo. Idiniin dun sa ilalim at nagawan with Omandak scoring his first basket. Oh, Oh, nice getaway, but just cannot finish. Nigel Gonzalez, a sorry miss.
Well, speaking of umandak, we usually see him as a stretch big, hitting those outside shots from beyond the arc. But right there, showing his inside game.
And the fast break of the game brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Back at the line si Kylo Chavo dahil nga penalty ng San Beda. And he continues to deliver, shooting free throws here. Walang mintis. 4 na puntos para kay Kylo Chavo. 2 minutes and 10. And this is the biggest lead here in the first period, enjoyed by EAC.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Balik po tayo rito sa Playtime Filoil Center in San Juan, just playing our first game, the only NCAA group game for this particular game day. Dahil mamaya, 2 games naman sa UAAP.
Ayan na nga si Coach Gerson.
Yeah, Coach Gerson Cabiltes.
With,
wala lang siguro maparkingan to. Doon sa mall nag-park. Anyways.
Coach Ariel Season, former head coach of the EAC Generals.
Kita mo naman pagdating. The largest lead ka agad. That's how his boys have responded. San Beda. Did they count that? No. I saw that too. Traveling call at JC Bonsalida.
And if there's one thing that San Beda needs to watch on, it's their turnovers. They already have 6 in this first period alone. And in their last game against CSB, they had 22. So I just think that's too much if you're the Red Lions.
Penalty. Nigel Gonzalez with a foul. More free throws to be taken here by EAC Generals.
Pang-siyam at pang-sampung free throws na to for the Generals. So if you're Nigel Gonzalez, you can't afford to give up those kinds of fouls. Paseta pa lang ng play dun yung EAC.
Yun ang unang mintis. Ni Chavo. You can see 1 minute and 43. I love you. Split charities for Chavo. He's got 5 points along with his 3 rebounds, 1 assist. San Beda, 1 shot at a time. Yun ang binibigay sa kanila ng EAC. Long distance, bang! Only the first 3-pointer for the Generals.
He picked up where he left off against Arellano. We know that's been a couple of weeks ago yung game nila against Arellano, but Nico Quinal firing confidently on that 3. And San Beda is now down by double digits.
Nigel making a move, kicks it out. They want a 3, can't get it to go down. 1 shot at a time, and a fast break finish here for EAC, and back-to-back baskets for Nico Quinal. Lead up 13.
And if you're San Beda, that can happen from an attempted shot to a fast break of EAC. Walang safety doon. Yung Red Lions.
And it's a turnover ng San Beda. Dodged the bullet right there with that open look for a three. That was again Nico Quinal. In the meantime, San Beda was going to be taking over for them. Ayaw pang pumasok. Will settle for just 2 free throws. Another fast break of the game brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
Looking at that, yun yung masakit galing sa defensive rebound or a miss shot ng San Beda ay hindi sila nakababa for their transition defense, leading to that easy layup for the Generals.
Now MJ Vailoses will have his chance to get on the board maybe a little later as he fails to cash in on the first free throw.
And just looking at the...
Ginugulat ng mga banda
Oo nga bago tumira But just looking at the field goal percentage of San Beda, they're 18%. 3 out of 16. And that's not a good sign.
Sablay pareho.
Yung panggulat nga talaga ng
nga.
drummers nitong EAC Generals.
Lead 13, largest in the ball game. And it's EAC who's got the basketball. Will go for the last shot here. They go long distance. Umandak with a miss. Pwede pa yata. There's still 2 seconds remaining. The layup. That's a miss for Umandak. And imagine 2 chances to have the final say to end the first 10 minutes of play. Well, as we take a look at what happened here in the first period, they were having it so well for San Beda, and then all of a sudden, like everybody woke up at the same time on the side of the EAC Generals. Even players coming off the bench have delivered so many weapons. And they take this 23-10 lead as something to get them going for some more in the second quarter.
El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
And this time around, we're going to be starting with the second quarter of action. Truly, Dino, ang daming adjustment na kailangan ng San Beda.
They have to start in taking care of the ball. They had 7 turnovers in that first period. And another would be taking quality shots, and with their first possession in the second quarter, Nigel Gonzalez with a layup.
Duck lost the basketball, but there's a fight for that loose ball, and they're going to be calling it a jump. Possession arrow, it stays para rito sa EAC Generals. And PlayTime Cares play of the quarter, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes.
Nigel Gonzalez had that advantage against the defense of Umandak in terms of speed, taking it to the basket.
Nico Quinal called for the offensive foul. Right now it's 23-12. Nigel. Jomel Puno. Chanti Miller. Posting. Scoops it up and finding a way to score.
When it comes to the one-on-one game for John T. Miller, he can do a lot of things to score a bucket.
He's got 7 points here in the first half. And how about that long distance shot? Knocking it down. Brian Angeles with his first basket. Previous game, he had 7 points. And John T. Miller back-to-back for San Beda. Lagi may sagot ang EAC, Dino.
Ang masakit nga doon is galing sa basket yung San Beda. Tapos nasutan sila ng layup ng EAC in less than 5 seconds.
Kylo Chavo. Ang lalaki ninyo, ano ko pala. And now kumuha ng Buelo to go for that cross-court pass. There's a lead-in shot that just did not go down for Nico Quinal.
Speaking of Kylo Chavo, he already has 5 rebounds.
Oh. Kaya pala tinutulak kanina ni JC Bonsalida.
Oo.
Alam niya yung rebounding prowess
Rebound.
ni Kylo Chavo.
And that's always a bonus for guards that can rebound the basketball at a high rate.
Because we just saw the 5 on the floor and another 3-point with Nico Quinal, Omandak, Loristo, Angeles, and Ochavo. Hey, how do you like that? The 3-pointer. It's lamang pa ngayon ang EAC with their 3 of 9 shooting from beyond the arc.
And if you're the Red Lions, you can't just trade baskets with EAC.
Jomel Puno, 2 pump fakes. And getting his way, a score. But for Jomel Puno, that's only his first basket. Nasa second quarter na tayo, Dino.
He needs to do more if they will have a chance of getting back in this game. All the more winning it.
I mean, consider Jomel Puno is averaging more than 15 points per ball game. He's their number 2 scorer behind John T. Miller.
Hindi pwedeng si John T. Miller lang.
Kailangan kalimutan na nila yung previous game
That was just a few days ago.
Yes.
2 days ago.
Last game day lang natin. Wednesday. Yuki Andrada with a turn and drops. He's got 5 points. Well, slicing the deficit to single digit now. EAC, very patient offense, so just really having some difficulty trying to get closer to the basket. It's down to 1. Naitira, hindi pumasok. And Andrada taking care of the rebound. That's rebound number 3 for him. John T. Miller trying to get the baseline, goes cross court. Here comes the attack. And Matt Scoldura had the right idea to be aggressive on that move, and he gets fouled.
That was driven by that drive coming from John T. Miller, drawing the defense and kicking it out to his teammates and allowing Culdora to drive to the basket.
And free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Ang puso ko. Nagugulat din sa drum. 5 minutes and 49.
Galing nung timing nila no?
Oo naman. Kita ba yan? Yan. Oh. Gosh. Does it really have an effect on San Beda?
It's legal though.
Oo naman. Ganyan ang di ba? School spirit Everybody involved.
Hindi man pwede gawin ng mga players yun sa kalaban nila when they're taking a free throw. But meron naman tayong 6-man yung banda natin.
Kita mo, hindi na narinig yung buzzer. Shot clock violation na pala. Well, anyway, we sure hope that you can still hear us covering the ball game.
Tingin ko naman naririnig nila sa live stream, pero tayo hindi tayo nagkakarinig.
Yeah, totoo. We're really having a tough time here. Ball stays with San Beda. MJ Bailoses was strapped right there as soon as he made that turn. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Jonty Miller. Let's see this quick inbound play. Nagawa ng paraan. That's Cultura. And that's his first basket.
That was a tough shot coming from Cultura with the defense of EAC challenging that floater.
Bumaba na sa 6. Oh, nice play. Constant movement without a basketball, creating situations like that para sa EAC. San Beda, Cultura, Hamora, Miller, Bailosis, and Andrada on the floor.
Simpleng-simple yung backdoor play doon ng Generals.
Postanes natawagan ng foul for EAC. Jomel Puno replaces Jonty Miller. Hamora. Jomel drives. Missing on the first, missing on the second. At that time he gets fouled.
Jomel Puno needs to get things going.
Oo nga, meron naman siya 2 points.
Only 2 points.
For a guy who's averaging 15.7 points per ball game. Where's the rest of the numbers ni Jomel Puno?
But if there's one thing that will get your confidence, it's shooting and making free throws.
Yes. They're actually 4 of 7 for San Beda. 7-point ball game. EAC. Who's open? Just can't knock it down, but a nice looking shot right there for Doria.
Good ball movement for the EAC Generals, finding the open man. Hindi lang na-shoot.
Nigel Gonzalez! Ay, hindi. Max Cultura pala yun. I'm sorry. Naisiksik pa niya yun, oh. Look at this. Not there, but underneath. And 1.
Bonus free throw, Max Cultura.
Kaya ba dagdagan? 6 points. Wala. Manhit na daw sila sa drums ng kalaban.
Tayo, manhit na ba tayo?
Ewan ko. 4 na lang ang abante ng EAC Generals from a high of 13. And shot clock going down right now for the Generals. Something has got to happen. It's down to 2. It's down to 1. Before he realized it, too late.
Minsan may effect din talaga yung sobrang lakas ng drums eh.
Kaya nga eh. Posanes and Coach Cherson Cabiltes. Okay lang, relax lang naman siya. But one thing's for sure, there's going to be a lot of those talks. And I don't know what else come halftime. Lalo na pagka talagang inabutan at naabantehan pa ng San Beda itong EAC after that big lead earlier.
And another foul on that rebound.
Penalty na.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Jacob with the foul.
That was created by Jomel Puno because he was aggressive in getting an offensive rebound for San Beda. And Jacob was forced to give up a foul.
Split charities for Jomel Puno. But now we got a one possession game with less than 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Right now, we see Doria as they go back once again to Devara. Doria, long distance, no. Offensive, oh! Nice idea. Hindi nga lang aware. That time si Bakut. Well, to consider the five that they have on the floor right now para sa Emilio Aguinaldo College, this is some sort of an experiment siguro, no?
And giving time for the less experienced players of Coach Gerson Cabiltes
to get exposure, to get themselves build up some confidence. And how do you like that? Tabla na tayo, Dino.
Down by as much as 13 points. This is a tied ball game with that RC Kalimag 3.
RC Kalimag just played a little over 8 minutes in that loss against College of St. Benilde. May bawi naman at 3. Postanes, Rico Postanes registering also a 3 for EAC. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Jomel Puno trying to find a way to attack, banks it in. Nicely done. 6 points for Jomel Puno.
San Beda going with a 3-2 zone.
Another three-pointer on its way, bouncing out. It's a miss by Doria, and here comes Jomel Puno. We got a 1-point game and just over a minute remaining. Jomel Puno attacks again, and he's going back to shoot more free throws. Taking a look at this three-point shot of the quarter brought to us by Jangnan Hatpat. Hatpat ba? Jangnan na. That was Rico Postanes earlier for EAC, giving them the lead. Still hangs on, just up by 1. And the bench players enjoying some action.
Playing time.
Yes.
And binalik na rin dito yung usual rotation players or
yung mga usual na ginagamit.
Usual na ginagamit
para sa EAC. 36 all. 1 minute to play here in the first half. EAC. Wilmar Octana. Shot clock is down to 4. Nagawa ng paraan. Jacob Sharata. There's still a timeout na may pwede gagamitin ng San Beda right now.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
And San Beda's output here in the second quarter, 26 points. Kalahati lang dun ang sa EAC. And rebound of the quarter brought to us by Bostik El General All-Purpose Epoxy with Jacob Shanoda getting the rebound and getting the basket, giving them a 2-point lead.
And if there's one thing that San Beda did well in this second period, it's they didn't turn the ball over. They had 7 turnovers in that first quarter. In the second quarter, they have none.
Oh, wow.
So it gave them an opportunity to execute and take a shot at the basket. Yung first quarter nga, 18% nga yung field goal percent nitong San Beda. They're now up to 43%. So much better execution on the part of the Red Lions.
Quick attack to the basket. Nothing's there. And here comes EAC once again.
San Beda sticking with their 3-2 zone.
Shot clock going down, 8 seconds. Mid-range jumper, nope. Nigel Gonzalez. They might go for the last shot. They got the signal. They need to execute. Yuki Andrada gets blocked. What a shot blocked by Wilmar Oftana that time around. And how do you like that? Itong two teams, sabi nga natin, for EAC's case, they just need to come up with a better position when they actually get to play in the quarterfinals against a UAAP opponent. Samantala, eto naman for San Beda, just trying to bounce back after that big loss that they had against College of St. Benilde and show the stuff that they are really made of. Bring back the pride for the Red Lions.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Plastic and General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi umulan.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa...
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG, bro! Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ha.
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these smart Wi-Fi promos today.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Konkreto, kahoy, bakal! Plastic and General All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabangan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Hindi umuulan.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ha.
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun ha.
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Happy anniversary at TNT! Pangmalawakang coverage. With free data, calls, and texts. At sulit na rewards.
TNT 25 years, tuloy ang sulit saya sa buong bansa.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
38-36 in favor of EAC Generals. And of course, what a comeback for San Beda in the second period. Truly outscoring itong panig nga ng EAC Generals. But of course, this is what happened in the first 20 minutes of play rito. Benji Santiago with Dino Lee.
Well, EAC shot the ball 14 out of 33 for 42%. With San Beda, 13 out of 32. 40%. They increased that percentage after shooting 18% to start the game. And 3-point shooting wise, not that good for both teams. 4 out of 14 for the Generals and 3 out of 12 for the Red Lions. And free throws, San Beda missing 6 free throws for 53% and the Generals 4 free throws for 60%.
They had a chance ang EAC Generals to lead by as much as 13. Nico Quinal, the only guy in double figures with 10 points. Jude Bagay with 5. Ochavo with 5, mostly from the line. EJ Castillo and Rico Postanes. That was a three-pointer for San Beda. They're led by John T. Miller and followed by Jomel Puno, 9 and 7 respectively. Mats Coldura, as soon as he got in, he really made some impact with his 6. Yuki Andrada would like to follow up a hot start for him, shooting a three-pointer, managing 5 points in the first half. And RC Kalima has got a lot to make up for. He's actually one of their leading scorers. So take a look at their key matchup. Wilmar Oftana, 2, 1, and 2. And Jomel Puno is getting away with his 7.6 rebounds and 1 assist. But the most important thing here is that we have a close ball game. All right. We try to rise above the noise. Let's see. Squeezing in. Ako, hindi pa rin pumasok that time. And the rest, ito naman na San Beda trying to tie the count. Maybe they could. It has already happened. Pero it doesn't stop there. Instead, De Tullier will still have a bonus free throw to complete this three-point play for the Red Lions. And PlayTime Cares elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes.
Zed De Tullier didn't wait for the defense of the EAC Generals to set up, attacking the basket and using his speed and athleticism.
1-point lead. San Beda is back on top. Here comes San Beda once again, making a stop and can't make a basket that time around. Well, basically we can say that for Jude Bagay, diligencia. Ako ng foul kay Nigel Gonzalez. Has 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Make that 6 for him right now.
I think what I noticed with the EAC Generals in that second quarter, they opted to play the guys that don't see a lot of minutes for their team.
Sabi ko nga, they have the luxury to experiment right now. And they know they are up against a very competitive San Beda. They might as well exploit that.
But because of that experiment, it allowed San Beda to come back and just be down by 2 points heading into this third period. And they already have that, well, they had that lead, 1-point lead, but it's tied right now.
Sabi ko nga coaches' minds are one of the most confusing to understand. Well, for most probably, yun nga, sabi ko, tama lang itong San Beda. And then let's try the other boys who are not getting a lot of minutes. We can do this. You train from the best, di ba?
Well, obviously, it's a preseason tournament.
Yes.
As much as you want to win, you also want to give opportunities to players that you might need come season 101.
Always teaching that the hunger should always be there for your players. With 5 on the floor, Castillo, Shanoda, Villarente, Bagay, and Oftana for EAC Generals. So basically they started the ball game. EAC, jumper that goes to Jude Bagay. Tying the count at 41. See here, Nigel. Sego corner. Magagawa ba ng paraan? Yuki hesitated. Nigel back to Yuki Andrada. Andrada from inside the key. Jumper that goes.
That was actually well defended by Wilmar Oftana. But a better shot coming from, better offense coming from Yuki Andrada.
He's got 7 points. Back with the lead, San Beda. EAC executing their half-court offense. They got 6 seconds to try to make a good play. That won't drop for Jude Bagay. And Nigel Gonzalez setting it up. John T. Miller, Etulie, Andrada, and Goldura for the Red Lions. Shot clock down to 10. They almost lost it. Good recovery and a traveling call against Zed Etulie.
That was great defense coming from Jacob Shanoda, anticipating yung drive doon ni Etulie, forcing a traveling.
Pang-walong turnover in San Beda in this game. Runner bitin for Felix Villarente. Pero Jacob Shanoda turning garbage into gold. Diba?
If you're San Beda, you can't give up those second chance opportunities for a team like the Generals.
Wow, what a pass. What a completion. That was a really good play for EAC. Villarente to Bagay, and what a connection. Open look, takes it, nope. Always looking ahead. EAC. Three-pointer, knocking it down. DJ Castillo.
Wow, having that confidence to take that shot at early in the shot clock.
7 points for EJ Castillo. A three-pointer brought to us by Jangnan Hotpot. Hotpot ba? Jangnan na.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
Sa ABC, sigurado ka. Pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
And welcome back as we take a look at this fast break of the game brought to you by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. From Bagay to Villar, or rather, from Villarente to Bagay.
Nakakarami na tong EAC Generals ng mga ganong leak out. And if you're San Beda, you have to do a much better job with your transition defense and not give up those easy 2 points.
Well, 11-8 when it comes to fast break points, favoring itong Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. John T. Miller, top the key jumper. Won't go. Offensive rebound. Etulie. And he's got 7 points in the ball game to go along with his fourth rebound rather. Wilmar Oftana is truly struggling here in this ball game. He's only got 2 points, but it's a close ball game here, and knocking it down. Yuki Andrada, his second three-pointer, and he's got 10 points in the ball game. Deadlock again. John T. Miller with a steal. Hang time. Ball is loose. And he has Stasha to John T. Miller. John T. knocks it down. 12 points.
After that timeout called by Coach Yuri Escueta, San Beda is on an 8-0 run. After being down by 5 points, they're now up by 3.
Well, never giving up the basketball was Jude Bagay right there. But take a look at this play. The rebound of the quarter brought to us by Bostik El General All-Purpose Epoxy. That was said Tulye. And he's got 4 rebounds across his name. Free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Jude Bagay has got 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist.
And with the struggles of Wilmer of Tana, pinasok na dito si Omandak. But the good thing is other guys have stepped up for them. You have Kyle Ochavo, Jude Bagay, EJ Castillo, Jacob Shanoda. So EAC still has a chance of pulling another win here.
Putting on some pressure. And creating a turnover. EAC Generals.
Nigel Gonzalez will check in for Penny Estacio. Shot up at 14.
EJ lost the basketball. Here comes Zed Tule. Nice sidestepping move. Let's see this three-pointer. Doesn't go, falling short. Unluckily for San Beda, they touched the ball last. But they are ahead. Up by 3. And this was the sequence earlier by Zed Etulia.
One of the better finishers for this San Beda Red Lions team, Zed Etule.
Jay Mandak hesitated. EJ Castillo also hesitating, finally firing away. And shot clock violation.
That was well challenged. We all know the type of scorer, or we know that EJ Castillo can get buckets, but he was well challenged on that three-point attempt.
$53-50 for San Beda. Nigel Gonzalez turns, kicks it out, goes for the 3, and knocking it down. San Beda. Arce Kalimag delivers. Ups their lead to 6 points right now for the Red Lions. EJ Castillo spins again. Jude Bagay missing from the corner. They got an offensive rebound. EJ Castillo still can't knock it down.
That's part of the game.
Yeah, Artsy Kalimag.
Entangled with both of their arms. Kataligod sila dun eh. Ayun no?
Exactly, no? Wow, look at that. What kind of a move is that? Hindi pa ako nagko-cover ng judo kaya hindi ko alam yun.
Parang nakaposa sila sa isa't isa eh. I thought I was watching a different sport.
Yes, that's right.
But this is basketball.
Pero okay lang naman sila. Nagkamaya naman sila. All part of the game, as they say. Artsy Kalimag missing the 3, getting back his own miss. San Beda, Nigel goes cross-court, looking for the open guy. They got 5 to execute the double-teaming defense. RC having some trouble, and that's going to be a shot clock violation of San Beda.
Great defense. That started with that double coming from the EAC Generals. Forcing a shot clock violation. That's a big defensive play.
An official's review. All players please proceed to their respective benches.
And And Nico Quiñal was down on the floor.
And they're going to be reviewing the action that created that incident for Nico Quiñal to be down on the floor.
I know we're having difficulty hearing each other here. But imagine the coaches
I know,
giving
isa pa yan.
instructions.
For San Beda University, you can Atrata for Zed Etulie.
At least tayo may...
So nothing irregular with basically what happened right there. And at least Nico Quiñal is okay. Turnover. Hindi nasalong mabuti ni Omandak. Ito, wala nang eksperimento rito. These are the solid players ni Coach Gerson on the floor na nilalamangan ng San Beda ng 6.
That was the risk that Coach Gerson Cabiltes took in that second quarter.
This is so far. Yep.
Because that's where San Beda made their run to inch closer, and now they have that lead right now.
So far, the largest for the Red Lions. Jomel Puno against Omandak. The step through and making the basket.
It was not just the footwork, but the patience coming from Jomel Puno to find that layup to get through.
9 points, Jomel Puno. 8 points, largest lead for San Beda. And those long distance shots not exactly falling. Jomel Puno again puts it up. At that time, ball decides to not go in. There's a 3. Much needed big basket here for EAC.
That's big. San Beda already had an 8-point lead and was trying to pull away, but it's a big 3 coming from Angeles.
Second basket for Brian Angeles, netting in 6 points already. Jomel Puno being aggressive in everything, always on attack mode, especially here in the third period.
Well, he came alive in that second quarter. Itong si Jomel Puno, he usually likes to take those outside shots from beyond the arc, but in this game, he has been aggressive, driving to the basket and has been drawing a lot of fouls.
Makes the first for Jomel Puno, is now in double figures. Taking care of both with 11 points. A minute remaining here in the third quarter. 7-point lead for San Beda. Nico Quiñal. Strong attack, Brian Angeles laying it in.
Brian Angeles scoring 5 straight points for the Generals and refusing to make this San Beda lead much larger.
Jomel Puno trying to bounce pass inside. Well read by the defense of EAC. Well, Chavo, shot clock is already off. EAC down by 6. Chavo against Estacio. Well, Chavo, as they go for this long distance shot. Nico Quiñal offline. Pwede pa ba? Also offline for RC Kalimag. At natapos ang ating third quarter. Natapos din ang sigawan namin momentarily. Dino Lee. And what a very interesting ball game that we're seeing here. Picking up from where they left off. Itong San Beda taking advantage. And of course, they are really firing themselves up after that big blowout loss that they experienced previously. They consider themselves new guys, new players. And they really want to come up with a win here. EAC already a qualifier. We'll see what's going to happen in the fourth quarter.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Plastic and Mineral All-Purpose Epoxy. Palabahan sa kahit anong dikitan.
Coach Shot Tankinsen. And of course, later on, we're going to be seeing the meeting between NU and Adamson. That's coming your way right after this ball game. That's a Coach Shot, a champion coach in the PBA, and we know what he can do. Actually, in one of those mga Philchai leagues, he's also a consultant, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember right now.
Baka sa Philippine Cultural. Kasi he's a graduate
yes,
from that
most
school.
probably. Yeah, that's right. Yata, yun.
Philippine Cultural College. Seagulls. Seagulls ang ano yun eh.
Sensya na po kayo, maraming racket lang.
But from a 13-point lead.
All right, welcome to the fourth quarter. There we go.
Ganadong-ganado yung mga drummers natin ngayon.
Siyempre. San Beda again winning the third quarter 24-16.
This has been a complete turnaround in favor of the San Beda Red Lions from a 13-point lead in the first half for the Generals. It's now a 6-point lead for the San Beda Red Lions. And credit to EAC because Brian Angeles scored 5 straight points to end that third quarter, preventing that San Beda lead to balloon to double digits.
Kyle Chavo right now is up against Penny Estacio. Sinalubong siya ni Yuki Andrada. And right now, Nico Quinal. Shot clock is down to 5. Nico Quinal, what's he gonna do? Shoot a 3, inabot. I do believe the defense inaabot yung tira na yun. Pero may foul dun sa ilalim. It's actually Sungkuya who came up with a shot block.
I thought it was gonna be an 24-second shot clock violation, but ended up being a foul called on San Beda.
Yeah, Pene Estacio. Ochavo. So he tried to go inside. Napakialaman. And there's Sungkuya coming into the picture. Andrada to Puno. Jomel. Let's see here. Shot clock is down to 7. Estacio. The 3, long and strong. Nobody was actually going for the loose ball. And San Beda still have it. Kalimag. Ay, napakialaman ni Ochavo. And then foul pa. May tatawag dito kay Andrada. The initial call was an
unsportsmanlike foul.
They're going to review pa naman. Oh, diniretso na. Tinuloy na.
Because it was, that seal was greatly anticipated by Kyle Ochavo. And I do believe Yuken Andrada held on to, ay, hinawakan, preventing that fast break opportunity for Kyle Ochavo. He didn't even went for the ball.
Anyway, sabi ni Kyle Ochavo, ang galing ko sa free throw. Kanina pa ako tira ng free throw. Isa pa lang nga binibigtis ito. He makes both free throws plus ball possession for EAC. Who's got Angeles, Loristo, Kinal, Omandak joining Kylo Chavo on the floor. We get a 4-point game. It's Kylo Chavo attacking. What's he gonna do? Kick it out. Shot clock. Wala na eh.
I think it was a...
Wala na yun ah. Zero na nakikita ko eh.
Yeah, ako rin eh. Yun din nakita ko eh. Pero kinount pa ng referees. Di nga tayo nagkakarinigan na dito. Di na natin narinig yung buzzer eh.
I know. Tinitingnan ko, zero na eh. Tinutuloy pa rin. Oh, anyway.
Pati buzzer, di na rin naririnig.
Ang saya-saya. Apat ang abante na San Beda, so they made a stop. Jomel Puno. And John T. Miller dribbles the ball dun sa linya, and they'll turn it over.
I think he was caught stepping on the sidelines.
Kylo Chavo once again. Rico Quinal. Cheo Mandak. Bitin for Nico Quinal, that three-pointer. Only 5 3-pointers made for EAC in this ball game against the 6, and this could be the 7th, but John T. Miller could not knock it down, along with Estacio, Puno, Etulia, and Andrada. The 5 on the floor. Quick attack, quick basket right there. And Zed Etulia is in double figures with 11.
Dami ng finishes nito ni Zed Etulia.
Oh, Omandak with a 3.
And there's a foul on...
Jello Loristo tinawagan ng foul sa side ng EAC. It's a fast break of the game brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Another great finish by Zed Etulia for San Beda. They're up by 3 right now after a big basket by Jero Mandak earlier. John T. Miller. Mid-range jumper goes in. 14 points for John T. Miller. Lead up 5 for the Red Lions. Chavo, Omandak thought about it, decides for the attack, gets blocked right there. Good stop. Andrada missing from long distance. Baseline drive going in. Just cannot get it done right there for EAC.
That was a missed opportunity for Loristo.
Jello Loristo.
That was up. He was near the rim.
6 minutes to play. Yuki Andrada. Nigel Gonzalez missing the 3. And there's going to be a loose ball foul here that's going to be called against EAC Generals. Si Brian Angeles. Mas malaki sa kanya si Jomel Puno.
The offense has stalled for both teams in this fourth quarter. 5 points for the Generals and just 4 for the Red Lions.
John T. Miller with a miss. The ball rebounded right there. Brian Angeles. Chero Mandak. DJ Castillo, long distance, popped out. Jomel Puno, the rebound. 5-point game. Long ways to go. 5.5 basically remaining here. Oh! Jomel Puno with a nice curl and the layup that goes.
And Jomel Puno saw that it was Kyle Ochavo guarding him. He had that length advantage. So taking it strong and making a bucket.
Another three from Jerome Mandak. That's a second. Ayaw magpaiwan ng EAC.
Hindi ko na rin naririnig yung pito ng mga referees.
Look at this. Jangnan hot pa 3-point shot. Hot pa ba? Jangnan na Jerome Mandak. When it counts the most, and he has delivered. Slicing the deficit to 4. Nigel Gonzalez up against Kylo Chavo. Now he has to contend also with Jerome Mandak. John T. Miller attacks, running into trouble, lost the basketball. EAC, that was a nice pass. And a nice finish. EJ Castillo from Kylo Chavo.
That was a great pass coming from Ochavo. That was not easy at all.
Parang yung Villarente kinal kanina, di ba? It's done again, so I guess they have that under book sa playbook ng EAC Generals. 2-point game, 4 minutes and 11 to play. 66-64. At eto, PlayTime Cares, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes. Kyle Ochavo. It's actually the second guy of their team. Number 2 in assists, Jomel Puno. Hinawakan na. The Chero Mandak and free throws for Jomel Puno.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul for EAC.
3 minutes and 53 in a close ball game like this.
These are going to be big free throws.
Yes.
For Jomel Puno.
And free throws brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito.
He's 5 out of 8 this afternoon at the charity stripe.
May
panggulat talaga eh. Ba talaga tong mga drummers ng EAC Generals.
Sablay pareho.
Both, but it's gonna be possession of San Beda.
Lucky break, lucky break.
Last touch on Jacob Shanoda.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Under 4 minutes. San Beda enjoyed their biggest lead at 8. EAC enjoyed their biggest lead at 13.
This will be big.
Ayaw. It will be San Beda basketball. Wilmar Oftana, what a struggle from him. He's only got 2 points in this game. Has 3 assists, 1 rebound. 3 minutes and 28 to play. Nigel. Under 10 seconds to execute the play here with San Beda. Oh, big basket right there. Sevetulia. It's only a 3-pointer. 14 points. Sevetulia. And San Beda trying to create some sort of a separation here as they lead by 5 after this 3-point shot brought to us by Jangnan Hotpot. Hotpot ba? Jangnan na.
Sa ABC, sigurado ka, pulido ang trabaho, di ka papalya. ABC, sigurado ka dito.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas dun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
There's still a lot of basketball time remaining here in this ball game. 3 minutes and 15. Just try to imagine. Zenitulia knocking down a big three-pointer, enabling him 14 points. Yes, Dino.
Well, he initially hesitated on an open three at the earlier part of that possession, but he was able to knock down his second look at beyond the arc.
EAC coming off a timeout. EJ Castillo having some problems. 5 to shoot. Puts it up. Can't do it. And rebound, Jomel Puno. And San Beda, Nigel Gonzalez looking at the clock. He knows marami pang oras. Just trying to make sure about how they're going to execute their half-court offense here. Nigel gives it up to the opponent. EJ Castillo crossing the midcourt line. It's Wilmar Optana. Kylo Chavo. Oops. That's a foul against San Beda underneath. Nigel Gonzalez.
And that's the last foul that they could give.
Holding foul number 12, Nigel Gonzalez. That's his third personal foul. 14th foul for San Beda University. Substitution. Emilio Aguinaldo for Kylo Chavo. Chavo at 14.
Chavo replaced by Nico Quinal. That's a foul, meaning free throws.
7 minutes of Kuya. That's his first personal foul.
Nakaka-play ng EAC Generals.
Jacob Shanoda taking care of the second. One possession game, over 2 minutes to play. Jomel Puno, napilitan siya na magbaba ng bola now. Let's see, Nigel Gonzalez, kanina he gave up the basketball. Meron pa ba? Yuki Andrada running out of ammunition, shooting from long distance. He's got 2 3-pointers here in this ball game.
But he actually had a good look at the three.
Last 2 minutes na tayo. EJ Castillo trying to shake off his defender here. Castillo fakes, turns, kicks it out. Wilmar Optana. And a traveling call. I'm sorry, that was not si Jude Bagay. Sabi siguro ni Wilmar Optana, bakit puro ako na lang? Jude Bagay, sorry. 81-91 eh. Okay. 69-66. One possession game. Nigel Gonzalez, where does he go to?
Naku! Traveling
din. Feeling the pressure here in the end game, both of these teams.
This is just a 3-point game, so anything can happen in this last 80 seconds.
EJ Castillo, John T. Miller in front of him. Jude Bagay. EJ almost losing it. Pinatama kay John T. Miller. Ball tossed up. Bola pa rin ng EAC pero 6 na segundo ang shot clock.
I think for EAC is who do they go to in this to end this game? Because like I said, to start this game, no EAC player is averaging in double digits when it comes to scoring.
Yung leading scorer nga nila Wilmar Optana, only 2 points. He's averaging 9.2 points per ball game.
But basing on how they're playing in this game, you could go with Jude Bagay or Nico Quinal.
Well, we'll see if they have possession. Yun ang nire-review eh. SOP naman yan under last 2 minutes eh, di ba? For the officials. Tumama muna kay John T. Miller. Uy, teka muna.
I think it's last touch on John T. Miller. And possession will stay with the EAC General.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to, to have the last say on that. Dito lang kami. Hindi kami magre-referee. 6 seconds on the shot clock here for EAC. Yung tinatanong ni Dino, kanino sila pupunta? EJ Castillo has it, fires the three, offline. Battle for the loose ball. Who's got it?
It's still, the possession remains with the EAC Generals.
It's going to be a timeout here. 57.9 seconds to play.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Plastic, El General All-Purpose Epoxy, palabangan sa kahit anong dikitan.
All right, balik po tayo. And it's turning out to be a Friday filled with a lot of thrills. And this is just our first game. How it's supposed to end, we have to see it for ourselves. EAC, they're down. They shoot the three. Can't hit it. And big rebound by John T. Miller. But of course, it's not just to protect the lead. You have to go for the kill, as they say.
EAC still has a chance here. They just need to get a stop. There's still a lot of time left in this game.
Nigel Gonzalez going Jomel Puno, the mid-range, short. Wilmar Oftana coming down with a rebound. The last 20 seconds. They can go for the last shot here, but they need a three. Hindi pwedeng dos lang.
Another look for...
No! They're running out of options. And San Beda with a basketball. 3 seconds remaining. Remember, isa lang ang talo nitong EAC coming into this ball game.
And it was against Letran.
That's right. Pasok na naman ang EAC sa ating top 4 to play in the quarters. But of course, siyempre, posisyonan eh.
They still have a shot at the number 2 seed, which will be decided in their next game, in their next and last game, which will be against the College of St. Benilde Blazers.
It still makes for a very interesting ball games in the next schedules. Dito rin sa NCAA group. Sa UAAP, lalo na. Iisa pa lang ang nag-qualify. And how do you like that? A bounce-back win from San Beda Red Lions against a very tough opponent. Itong EAC General San Beda dealing EAC their second loss. Although no chance for San Beda, all they got to do is just finish their schedule for the entire eliminations and what's left of it. But of course, this is still a morale booster. Everything is getting to be a part of all the preparations for NCAA 101. 70-66, San Beda with a victory here. And of course, who turned out as we take a look at the smart powered up plays here. Smart Power All 99. Get Unli Facebook or TikTok plus 10 gigabytes data and Unli calls and texts for 7 days. Load now. It wasn't started in the second quarter. That moved all the way to the third. But EAC really kept it close in the fourth. And San Beda had to do something a little bit of an extra to come up with a victory here. Well, an interesting ball game. Buena mano pa lang yan. And then a couple of UAAP bracket games naman ang isusunod natin. At sino ang ating best player of the ball game dito, Dino?
Well, they had 4 guys in double digits itong San Beda. 3 with 14. But to me, it was Zed Etule. He brought a lot of energy and he was finishing in transition and had a really efficient game. 6 out of 7 from the field. 1 out of 2 from 3. 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. A really efficient game for Zed Etule. And giving San Beda that win, a bounce-back win after being clobbered by CSB in their last game.
We're back with a real good feeling here para sa San Beda. 40% shooting. And of course, sa kabilang banda, EAC Generals. The 3-point shots, actually pareho lang sila. There were some of those important 3-point shots being taken by EAC to tie the ball game or maybe take over the lead. It did not happen. Sa free throws, basically, masasabi natin halos pareho naman yan. Both sinking 13 free throws in this ball game. And we end up with our key matchup in Wilmar Aftana. It seems like the struggle continues. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. And Jomel Puno coming up with a double-double. Sabi nga natin, Jomel, they really want to bounce back with a win and come up with a good feeling. I'm gonna be leaving itong si Dino Lee. Ako paalis na ako, kasama niya si Jay. To hatid sa inyo ang Adamson at saka NU ball game when we come back.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para